Okay, I don't have a lot of this left. I'm doing this. Chameleon bloom. So I'll put a little chameleon, a little bit of blue chrome, because I just don't want it reading so green. And then we'll come in the back with black. I was trying to do this whole bloom thing with this stuff, and it didn't quite work out. I want to give it another go, though. Also, don't think I'm going to pipe this on. Or should I? Ooh. Okay, let's try this. Somebody mentioned using the fingertips of gloves as a piping bag. This might go horribly wrong, but hey, let's try it. I just don't want to waste an entire bag for such a little amount of resin. Like, that seems kind of silly. So, oh no, stop, just stay open. Oh shit. Come on now. Oh, it's sticking together. Oh no. Oh shoot. This isn't going well. Man, so, like, how are you supposed to... That ain't gonna work. This is not gonna work. I'm gonna tell you right now, this is all about to go to hell in a handbasket. But you know what? We're here. Well, that was dumb. Okay. Plan B. Let's just scoop it out. I should have just done that to begin with. Are we still recording? I don't know. I'm almost out of hard drive space. I have to delete that other project, but I'm having a hard time. You may be seeing like a bunch of individual shorts coming up, and they're all going to be black and white because that was the theme. I found that guy. He was from what I'm just calling my tortured art project because it didn't quite work out so well. I'm debating going back and trying to salvage it, but I really can't keep the footage. I have nowhere to put it, and it kind of makes it so I can't really move on unless I do. So I've either got to fix it or I have to walk away from it because it's just not good. I did a few different side projects within that video that came out fairly good, and I could put them on the YouTube Shorts, but the main focus of that project completely got fucked up, so I just ditched it. Sometimes it's okay to just walk away and say, this sucks. Do you hate it? Do you hate it? Just trust me, though. It's gonna be good. Ooh, I think I just displaced some of this. I grabbed it and I heard like a snapping sound. I think one of the pieces on the side went up. Ugh, be careful if you're doing this. I really hope this one turns out. I've been kind of playing with this idea a little bit, and it just gets kind of dumb. Maybe it's just me getting dumb. Something's being dumb. What is that? Oh, I think that's a chunk of resin from the pigment paste jar. Yeah, that's me. Resin in a pigment paste jar. Story of my life. Okay. That said, it doesn't really matter if there's little bits of stuff in your resin when you're doing opaque black. It's just going to disappear in there. Certainly not anything to get fussed about. I'm not certain, but it's probably like that with anything you do that's opaque. And it's certainly going to be like that if you dust the molds with something. I'll often just toss some stuff in, like when I'm doing the frogs. Like I'll fill them about halfway and then I'll just toss some junk into them to bring it the rest of the way up. Crafting for cheapskates. I'm just going to do this off camera because it's stupid and you don't need to see it, but I want to show you something. When my thing was dripping out of the bag, yeah, that's fun. I wiped it with a paper towel and then I sort of smooched it onto here. And I noticed that it just put the coolest texture. And I'm thinking, like, if you've dissected the picture of the poison dart frog like I have, you'll see that it has these little teeny tiny circular patterns and they're just... it's just weird. Anyway, I think this is what we need to do. And I think you could probably just do this with regular resin. It's doing that thing that resin does when you don't put enough on there. It makes little fish eyes. I think the fish eyes are what we need for the spots on the frog. Shh, don't tell anybody. Was I not recording? Shit. Anyway, as I was saying, I just busted out the same colors I used in my little planet thing I did with the gloves that you may or may not have seen. You see that? You know what that is? That's like unmixed pigment paste. That was me like rushing because my hard drive's filling up because I babble too much. But I'm also really slow. So I assume at some point somebody's gonna come up in my comments and tell me I sound like a stoner. And so anyway, there's this. Okay, just what does Julie say? Shut the front door. Slam the front door. Because that's cool as hell. Wow. And you saw I didn't mess too much with the colors, but imagine if you did. Imagine if you mixed up a bunch of colors and you just went buck wild on this. Holy crap, that is stunning. Kind of a little weird on the edges. But, who even cares? That's cool. That's cool. I like it. Got a beautiful color shift too. You can't even see it, but I'm seeing like a blue. Let's see if we can get that shift. You see it? Yeah, it's got like a blue shift. It's pretty neat. It's beautiful. Okay, let's come back to this a little bit. And I think what you're seeing on camera is a little washed out. Because, like, I see it a different color. But whatever the nether. I'm more the color the color's just like one note. I mean, it has a shift to it. It definitely has color shift to it, but just looking at it flat, it's flat. It's shiny and shimmery and it's pretty, but it's flat. So what am I gonna do, you ask? I think I'm gonna bust out my markers. I know. You think I'm gonna ruin it. I know. But trust me. And obviously I'm gonna have to top coat this because it's gonna have the inks on the surface. Although I have to say they attach pretty good. Like if you let them dry and you rub your finger over it, you're not gonna get ink on your hands. But if you get them wet or whatever, it's a coaster, you don't want to do that. Just you can even just spray it with like acrylic. Just fucking kill two birds with one stone here, because like as soon as I did this, I started thinking, well, what would it look like with different colors? And instead of me mixing up 1,000 different colors and testing it out, I could just play a little bit with my markers and get some color stuff. Sometimes, but not always, alcohol ink sets come with like a blender. This looks like it's white, but it's just a blendable. So if you get in there and you feel like your lines are a little too like harsh or whatever, then you can just get in there and smooth them out. What do you think? You think I'm ruining it?
No.
No? Okay. Think I should use purple? Dare me? Do you dare me? Okay. I'm gonna do it. Warning, it might turn into baby poop brown. But hey, if it does, we'll just go with it. And excuse the noise. Somebody take the markers away from me, please. As you can see, I'm pretty much just scribbling it on like a child, but the chameleon pigments are very forgiving. As long as you're just mindful of color families, because, too much non-neighborly colors don't act neighborly. So I'm going to go ahead and get a top coat on that, and the next time you see this one will be outside.